All right. Well, a very busy day today, and it's the off season. Jalen Carter is in some hot water now, and there's a lot to discuss here about all of this. Um, I'll start from the beginning. So earlier this morning, uh, Athens Clarke County Police issued an arrest warrant, an arrest warrant for Jalen Carter, saying, as a result of the ongoing investigation into the January 15th, 2023 fatal crash that occurred between the 900 block in the 900 block of Barnett Shoals Road, the Athens Clarke County Police Department has secured arrest warrants for Jalen Carter, 21, for reckless driving and racing. And today, and then Kirby Smart comes a little bit later in the morning and has this statement here. He says, the charges announced today are deeply concerning, especially as we are still struggling to cope with the devastating loss of two beloved members of our community. We will continue to cooperate fully with the authorities while supporting these families and assessing what we can learn from this horrible tragedy. The Athens Clarke County Police go on. This is the full statement from the Athens Clarke County Police. They said the investigation found that Chandler LaCroix, driver of the 2021 Ford Expedition, and Jalen Carter, driver of the 2021 Jeep Trackhawk, were operating their vehicles in a manner consistent shortly after leaving downtown Athens area around 2:30. Uh, The evidence demonstrated both vehicles switched between lanes, drove in the center turn lane, drove in opposite lanes of travel, overtook other motorists, and drove at high rates of speed in an apparent attempt to outdistance each other. Evidence indicated that shortly before the crash, the expedition was traveling at about 104 miles an hour. The toxicology report indicated that LaCroix's blood alcohol concentration was 0.197 at the time of the crash. Investigators determined that alcohol impairment, racing, reckless driving, and speed were significant contributing factors to the crash. That's according to the police, the Athens Clarke County Police, in a statement. I want to read what Jalen Carter had to say, and this was at about 2 o'clock. He says, this morning I received a telephone call from the Athens, Georgia Police Department informing me that two misdemeanor warrants have been issued against me for reckless driving and racing. Numerous media reports have also circulated this morning containing inaccurate information concerning the tragic events of January 15, 2023. It is my intention to return to Athens to answer the misdemeanor charges against me and to make certain that the complete and accurate truth is presented. There is no question in my mind that when all of the facts are known, that I will be fully exonerated of any criminal wrongdoing. I do not know, and I'm not, this is just a statement from me. I do not know exactly what Jalen is discussing in the statement here from Jalen when he says, numerous media reports have also circulated this morning containing inaccurate information. I mean, I don't know if that means that I don't know what that means. So I'm not even going to start guessing about it. I don't know. Today, Jalen Carter was set to uh, have interviews at the NFL Combine. His agency had already put out through Adam Schefter a note that he was not going to participate in drills at the Combine. So this really, I don't have to tell you, I don't know what the future holds here for a few different things. First of all, um, needless to say, uh, this is a damaging thing for Jalen Carter to deal with right now. Um, you're talking about someone who almost certainly will be uh, dinged for this at minimum. Uh, this will be the number one thing discussed going into the draft. This has overtaken any discussion of quarterbacks. This is the lead thing on ESPN. It is on CNN. This is beyond Georgia. And this is what I was concerned about. And from the start, needless to say, you're talking about the death of two human beings in a very grisly crash. And if the authorities are correct about that, I don't know why they wouldn't be about the speed. I mean, I've seen the photos. It is bad. So, that's number one, is that two people have died here. The second thing is, this is back to back here in terms of concerning things from me. The Athens Clarke County Police Department has issued, or Jamal Dumas Johnson has already been arrested for racing as well. Now you have the police saying that Jalen Carter was involved in the wreck. This is what the police are saying, that Jalen Carter was involved in the racing that the night of January 15th, when Devin Willock and passed away. So I think it needless to say, at minimum, there is a racing slash aggressive driving problem right now at Georgia, at minimum. And this needs to be addressed not just by Kirby Smart, but by everybody at Georgia in leadership. Jerry Moorhead, Josh Brooks. There need to be, real life ramifications for this. And maybe that's already happened, but that's not been released to media in any way. So no one in the public would know that. And I think now is the time for Georgia to say what they're doing and how they're going to move forward in a way that will depress the likelihood of this happening again. You know, uh, I certainly don't sit here in judgment of anything that's happened. It's not my role. Um, that then I'm not comfortable doing it in this subject anyway. But uh, I am comfortable completely in talking about moving forward what should be happening at an administrative level. I've served on a board of trustees and did so for almost a decade. And people who are in leadership positions, whether it be the coach, the athletic director, or the president, this is the time that they are paid the big bucks. This is the reason why those people are in leadership positions. And Kirby has not been made available to the media since the national championship game. I don't think. Now he did speak to the public the Saturday after the national championship, but he has not made public comments to a media outlet since, and that's his prerogative. Um, Josh Brooks has at a meeting. I think Jerry Moorhead has, and it, there needs to be a path forward here that everybody understands. You know, one of my teammates from college died like this after school, after college. It was not good at all. So it really crushed our community the way that this is crushing the Georgia community. And there has to be action taken. Now, with that said, the administrators and the coaches cannot hold hands. And, these are men and women who are choosing to, their actions are their actions. But there needs to be some administrative, I don't know what the right term is, umbrellas, whatever it is, that takes care of this. This is not a one-time thing. If I think it would be one thing if the the wreck was not was a singular incident, but now this is according to the Athens Clarke County Police. They are saying that Jamon Dumas Johnson has done this. Now they're saying that Jalen Carter has done this. Uh, I cannot recall, in covering Georgia 20 plus years, off the top of my head, I cannot recall a time that in such a short period of time, this has all happened at once. So that would be the number one thing that I would be dealing with right now if I were an administrator or a coach at Georgia, um, or if I were on the board of regents. Y'all have to say too, by the way. And I think it's time for someone to take action, and honestly to let um, to 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 make the public know what's going on too, whether it's through a statement or whatever. But this is no longer a local story. This is a national story. This is a, Fox News, CNN, Wall Street Journal, New York Times, Washington Post story now. And this is a national story. And Georgia has got to have a plan moving forward. Maybe they do. I'm unaware of it. They don't call me and let me in on things. But certainly this is a bad situation, and it needs to be dealt with uh, full force. And it's going to be Kirby's going to take the most criticism here, and uh, that's what it is. I mean, this is his program, and this is not his fault, but this is his program. And I have talked with a lot of people that are Georgia folks today specifically. They are very beyond troubled by all of this. And I'm sure everyone inside the building is troubled too. All right, thanks for watching.